And now, from Simply Beautiful, 89.7 KEZL FM, your independent public radio station.
Now, reporting from beautiful downtown Culbertson regarding the fun-filled weekend of Culbertson events celebrating the 150th anniversary. KEZL's Gerald Couts.
This is KEZL. Good morning. We're talking with Annie Kehler about the big Culbertson 150-year celebration this weekend. Annie, welcome to KEZL. What can you tell us about the big Saturday event schedule?
The big Saturday event schedule, we have anything and everything going on that you would like to do. I would like to welcome everybody to Culbertson. We are here to celebrate 100 years and 50 years of existence. In July of 1873, there was a proclamation issued to hold an election, and the county seat of Hitchcock County was decided upon, which was Culbertson, because we were the only town in Hitchcock County at that time. What we are doing here today is celebrating our 150 years, and we have activities planned for the next 3 days to celebrate. We're starting out this morning with a kids parade. They are going to be judged on the costumes and decorating their bikes, and then we will be leaving the Methodist Church and heading down to the Hitchcock County Ag Building on the fairgrounds. Once there are inflatables, all sorts of games for the kids to play. They will be there until 1 o'clock, when they will move up to the library, where, again, we have more games for the kids to play. Also down at the fairgrounds, it's going to be our headquarters. You can go down there for donuts and coffee. Sign up for any of the activities you would like to participate in. They're having an all-day scavenger hunt. The barn quilt classes have been filled up already. Sorry, those are taken. There's going to be a pitch tournament going on down there, and all of that you will be able to sign up for when you go down to the headquarters down there. We will also have cookbooks, T-shirts, and flags for sale down there. There will also be a watermelon spitting contest.
Oh, joy. I'm
not sure what that is. Never been involved in that, but that's what they're going to be doing. They're also going to have the museum open. So anybody who wants to stop in and check out our museum here in town, it is in Uptown, right across from the library. From 10 to 12, the museum will be open. There is also going to be a closest to the pin golf contest, where you can hit the golf ball and see if you can win a little money. Uptown, we are going to have a car show on Taylor Street in front of the bank, and then to the north. Any old cars, new cars, pickups, rat rods, motorcycles, you bring it, we'll display it. That is going to be going on, and as soon as they're done judging those cars, they're going to go on a cruise around Culbertson. After the cruise around Culbertson, they're going to end up back down at the fairgrounds for a tailgate party. At the tailgate party, we're going to have a beard contest. If you've got a beard or mustache or just a goatee, they will have some of our local beauticians there to judge that, and then we will tell you the winners of all the activities that have been going on throughout the day. All that is going on the 1st. Now, on the 2nd, we're going to have a community worship with our local churches getting together at 10 o'clock down at the fairgrounds. And we're going to have Brad Randall from Indianola as a lead musician for that. He and his family are very musically inclined, so they are fun to listen to. After the worship service, we are going to have a brunch hosted by the Methodist and New Life churches. And then at 1 o'clock, the Women's Club is going to do a fashion throughout the decades. They will have the last 150 years of fashions, and that is sponsored by the Women's Club. It is put on by Mrs. McLean. She is with the Nebraska Historical. And then after that, we have an awesome historical video from Culbertson. We have interviewed people throughout the Culbertson community. We will show this video, each and every one of you. It is an awesome one. Jake Viox is our videographer, and he has gone throughout the community, taken pictures, taken drone pictures. He's interviewed over 20 people for this video, and it is wonderful to watch. Then after that, we're going to have bingo. That's all on Sunday. On Monday, we're going to start out at the mural. We're going to do a dedication of the mural to the community, and then we're going to go on a historical walking tour around downtown Culbertson, discuss some of the houses and the businesses that are down there. And then they will have a vendor fair down at the fairgrounds. So from 9 to 3, you can go down and you can do some shopping from some of the local vendors, craftspeople that will be down there. And then at 5 o'clock, as we've done in the past, Culbertson Pool Committee is putting on a barbecue. We're going to have a basket auction, and the money earned from the basket auction will be used to do improvements to the pool. So that kind of sums up our first, second, and third. The fourth, we're going to jump into our normal 4th of July activities, so you can follow along and see what's going on there.
I see. Well, we've been hearing a lot about this mural, and I saw it today. I thought it was absolutely stunning. Where can people see this mural?
The mural is on the south side of what used to be the Bear Cave. It is down on the corner of Wyoming and Taylor Street. When I joined the 150th committee, first I thought it was Culbertson needs a mural. And I ran into Ray Walters, who was a former art teacher here in Culbertson, and at Farmers Market in LePic, and I told him, I think we need a mural. He says, let me do some thinking about it. I said, I don't know how to paint. I don't know how to go about doing a mural. If you know somebody who can paint a mural, let me know. I ran into him a couple weeks later down to Farmers Market, and he was excited. He was fired up. He says, I talked to the McCook Art Guild. They're going to help us do the mural. I said, well, that sounds good. So we started having meetings, and he says, get a subcommittee formed. And we've had several of us who had been going to the museum, checking out pictures, checking out Culbertson history, and we came with a whole bunch of pictures saying, here, we like this, we like this, we like this. Do we want to do a collage? Do we want to do this? We met Ray Walters and John Klesson, and we discussed all of this. John Klesson is very familiar with Culbertson because he was friends with Jerry Kochwar, who grew up north of town. And he would come out to Chet Kochwar's farm in the summertime and hang out with them all summer. So he knew what had been going on. He'd seen the zoo. He'd seen a lot of the businesses downtown. He'd been around and he'd seen the town. And he was excited to help us paint this too. So we got a plan and drawing in mind. John drew the drawing, and then Ray says, well, let's get the grade school involved too. So we had a coloring contest. And L.A. Sensing won the contest, and she's the reason for the bright colors on the mural. That was her idea. We loved it. We had a hard time deciding because we had many good choices, but it went well. Then I got a text from Ray from his hospital bed telling me he just had open heart surgery and he'd be laid up for a while. He was so concerned about the mural, he called me shortly after his open heart surgery to tell me this. We put it on hold for a while, waiting to see how Ray was doing. And we texted back and forth, how you doing? Oh, I'm doing better. I'll be home here next week. And then I texted him and he says, oh, I'm doing great. They're going to release me to drive next week. He says, I'll be getting the boards and we'll be getting that mural started. He died that evening. He did not even get to see us get started on the mural. After his funeral, John Klesson called me. He says, we're going ahead with this mural. He says, I am going to do this mural in memory of Ray. I said, no problem. I went up and I picked up the plywood. He went up and he picked up the paint and he started painting. He's a very talented artist. He drew the mural, painted it all, drew it all by hand, and it is totally and completely Culbertson history. It starts out with the Indian. The Sioux Indian roamed the country here. They were here first. Then we had the stagecoach bringing out people to Culbertson, and then the train, which was laying the tracks and the depots, which is an actual picture of our depot that was in Culbertson. And then I found a picture of Taylor Street from 1906, and that's the buildings going up the street there. It's just, I'm just excited about it. I think he did an awesome job. He also decided we needed something a little more current. He says, went to the zoo all the time. He says, don't you have something on the Kugler Zoo? And I says, I do. I have a picture of the bear that was in the Kugler Zoo on my phone. So I shot him that picture. He drew it on there, and that's where the bear came from. The theme for our 150th is Culbertson, the heart of Southwest Nebraska. So he drew the world. He drew an arrow going down to the state of Nebraska, and he's got a heart right down there where Culbertson is. So he followed our theme on that too. Then when you look on the Longhorn Steer, of course, Culbertson had a reputation for being one of the wild towns in Nebraska because they were on the Great Western Cattle Trail, and the cowboys would cut loose when they got to town and off the trail for a little while. There was many stories to be told about what happened in Culbertson in the early days. And then he called me one day all excited. He says, you've got to come see this. He called me many times. Every time he got a new idea, he'd say, oh, you got to come see this. So I went down to see it, and he painted the American flag on top of the elevator. He says, and if you look at the flag, it's got 37 stars on it. Nebraska was the 37th state added to the Union, so the flag has 37 stars painted on it. So all of that that's painted on the side of the mural is totally Culbertson history. John Classern was the main painter on it. The McCook Art Guild is where he painted it at, and had some assistance from the ladies down there, or from people there. And then Bailey Heidi is a 2023 graduate. And when she graduated, she went down and she started helping John do the painting. And she's painted the train, and she painted the stagecoach. So she's contributed to it too. Now, all of the mural is paid for by donations. The Hitchcock County Visitors Committee gave us a grant, and Go Light paid for the rest of it to help fund the mural. They wanted something to improve downtown Culbertson, and I think we got that job done.
I was just going to say, it's absolutely beautiful, so people should come and take a look at it if they get a chance.
Yeah, we did put on there that we were painting it in memory of Ray Walters, because without his excitement, his enthusiasm, and being where I could find him and talk to him in the right time at the right place, this mural would never have happened without him.
Is this mural permanently applied to the building, or what's the plan?
No, it is not. That mural is mobile. It is painted on 5 4x8 sheets of plywood. We can move it to any place in Culbertson that we want to. It is all painted with outdoor mural paint, so it's going to weather the storms. But we can move that mural anywhere we want. We can take it down. We can put it in the museum if there was room in the museum, or we can move it to any other building in town. If something happens to the Bear Cave and it gets sold, we can move it.
Well,
so that mural will be somewhere around Culbertson all the time.
Well, that's excellent news to hear. So are there any plans for other murals to be painted? Anyone have that much enthusiasm? I mean, it takes a lot of work.
No, at this point, no. This was done strictly for the 150th, and I'm not going to be around for the 200th, so I'm not going to be pushing one then. No, as far as I know, there's nobody else, but maybe somebody will get inspired by seeing it and think, maybe we can do something on another building. I would love to see that happen.
That's how things get started. So it's an excellent idea for sure. Now about this parade, the children's parade, who's leading that parade?
Our Hitchcock County Sheriff Hunter, will be judging the costumes, bicycles or wagons or whatever they bring. And then he will be leading the kids down to the fairgrounds. So it's done by the Hitchcock County Sheriff's Department.
So it starts at the Methodist Church, and then it drives.
Yeah.
Where is it going? Down by the bank and then east?
It goes down to east, right.
Yeah, east.
Yeah, it will go, 2 blocks south and then straight down to the fairgrounds. So.
And then there's some kind of something for the children, is there?
There will be a sack lunch for the kids after they get done playing on the inflatables, and before they go to the library, there will be a sack lunch.
Oh, that's right. I saw the inflatable. So there's plenty for everyone to do. We'll have plenty of activities for everybody. And we'll check in with you again, and we'll see how the parade is going.
Okay, sounds
so,
good.
ladies and gentlemen, that's Annie Kehler, and somehow she's de facto in charge of a lot of things here at the Culbertson 150 celebration. Thank you, Annie, for calling us.
Okay, thank you so much.
Bye-bye.